So while I was waiting, I happened to eyeball something. So I was in my barn today looking for coax cable. And yeah, if you've seen the video for the new shortwave, well, the vintage wartime shortwave I picked up, that actually works. So this was all crusty and covered in bird shit and cobwebs and all kinds of crap. So I cleaned it up. So the reason I saw this and I go, you know, that size, that shape, I brought it inside with me. By the way, I don't know what this is. Is this a humidor? Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't know what this is, what it does. The only thing I can assume is like you put cigars or something in there. I don't know. Could be. Anyway, I happen to notice the size. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I mean, I'm looking for something to utilize this Fresnel, and I'm constantly looking for ideas. And, you know, when I first picked this up last week, this is a burner out of a Dietz driving lamp. And I wanted to teach myself some brass skills, so I cleaned it up. It was very heavily tarnished. See, it says Dietz right on there. So, you know, thinking, oh, something like that. Put that in there, go like that. No. I mean, granted, there's all kinds of work it would need to put, you know, holes in there for airflow, and how are you going to adjust it? You have to take it out every time. That's just not a good idea. So I'm gonna display this somewhere here in my shop, just like that. I'll figure out some kind of light to put in there. But in the meantime, that glass is heavy, yes, but I'm gonna put some cute fuzzy little slippers on it. Get my chocolate bar out. This is my magnet for picking up steel wool. Works great. Anyway, cute fuzzy little slippers. And these pads, you can see how there's yellowing. I've had these around for 100 freaking years. So I'm going to put a couple of these, if the Stickum even still works, because the plastic barely even holds it together here. Let's see. There's one. Can we get away with 3? Yeah, let's put 4 on there. I don't even know if these are sticking. I'm just kind of placing them on there. Yeah, well, they're working. The stickiness. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Cool. I'm going to put that back on the hook. So, well, you know, it's not perfect, but, you know, neither is that thing just sitting there by itself. So I'll put that in the corner somewhere. I mean, that looks very nautical like that, doesn't it? It looks like something maybe you'd see bolted down to the bow of a ship or something, right? Pretty neat. All right, so that last clip that you saw was a snippet from the middle of a lantern video I was doing. I was bored, wanted to take up some time, and I happened to glance at something and go, wait a minute, that's the same size. So, we finished that lantern, I don't know, 2 days ago, and I've been thinking about this. And, you know, I've been thinking about this marine lamp I got over there that was already electrified. And I just put new electrification in it and put a fresh 25-watt bulb in it. But, so I was in my garage looking for, I think I was looking for a roll of tin. And I saw this in a box, and it's probably been in that box since I moved in here 22 years ago. And it was all crusty and dirty, and I didn't even know what it was. And I asked Google Images, and they said it's a humidor, and that's what I thought it was, because this shape, humidor for, I don't know, tobacco or cigars or something. I think something kind of plops on there. I mean, this looks ultra modern. I saw them on eBay that look just like this, and people are asking a lot of money for them, but I don't know. Who knows? They put these little fuzzy slippers on it. So we're going to, I don't know if you saw last video when I did, well, I'll put a link to the video down below about this marine lamp. And I had wired it up with Christmas lights and liked the idea of it being electrified, but it wasn't bright enough. And so I took this out and just went and got a light socket and a small bulb put in there. And I used all the existing parts, all the existing holes that were from a previous electrification from it. All right, so what I had noticed, I'm like, man, this is a similar shape. So I went and got the big Fresnel globe. Look at that. That looks like it belongs on the bow of a ship, doesn't it? How cool is that? So I'm going to test that out. I mean, you know, this is really nothing special, but it'd be a cute nightlight in the corner, right? Using this very heavy, big Fresnel globe that I have no other use for until someday, if an appliance that takes one of these shows up on my doorstep, then I'll be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill a hole in here and put this plug in there, and yeah, then we'll take it from there. And I found one of my dad's old drill bits. My dad was notorious for using drill bits until they were beyond dull. So it'll be interesting to see. Maybe I'll put a little taparoo hole or a little dent in here. That'll start me off. Let's see, where's a good side? Find the best angle. That's a good side. That'll be our front-facing side. I'm just going to use a hammer and make a little. Maybe I'll put it down here. Yeah, good. Okay, I made a little dent there, so I don't. So my really dull bit doesn't wander off and go all over the place. Okay, would have been good if I brought the drill over with me. See what happens here. Okay. And I want to round the edges of the hole out. So, you know, people tugging at the wire and stuff, you do not want that wire electrifying in this case. Now, put my wires in and put my knot in there to keep it from coming out. I am the furthest thing from an electrician. I don't know what I'm doing here. I mean, I'm pretending I'm wiring up speakers in my 74 Oldsmobile. Okay. But yeah, like I said, this knot is to keep this from coming out. So we're going to twist these wires together. And looks like, you know, the way that these modern plugs are set up, you know, negative, positive and stuff, I think they just kind of align themselves. In other words, these bulbs will work either way. These are a little big. That's all I got. Like I said, I haven't done, you know, electrical stuff in a long time. I have a basic understanding, but I'm weary I'm doing some jobs out of safety. It's no joke. Electricity's no joke. They make chairs out of that stuff. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, oh, I want to reinforce that with some tape. Yeah, I didn't bring the tape over either. All right. Just want to make sure that these don't come apart somehow. Somebody tugging on them. It's like I'm wrapping an ankle. Right. It's ugly, but it'll be hidden. Now, I don't know if you saw the other video, but all right, so as far as how to place these, I'm going to try this idea out. Will that work? Will that go over that? It will. It might even hold that in the middle. That's pretty neat. So what I want to do is wrap the bulbs around this. And I want it to be clear so the light from the ones all around shine everywhere. Know what I mean? Okay. So let's do that. Question is there a way I can kind of secure that to the bottom? Just maybe a piece of tape. We'll try that. So I'm going to start this wrapping of this thing. I start it right here. Some Scotch tape. And I want the majority of them to be around the top here, because some of them will be lost down inside the bottom of this thing. Yeah, this is not professional looking. I'm just whipping off a quick video here because I want to do this. And I'm like, why don't I take you people along with me while I do it? So, let me get this. Like this. Let's see how we did here. Okay. So I'm going to plug it in and test it before I finalize. Come on, all you little bulbies. There we go. It's almost a little too tight around that cup. There we go. And I do think that is going to, how cool is that? It is. It's going to hold it in place. I can't believe how well that worked out. All right. So, let's test her out. Let me get a little extension cord here. Well, I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Look at that. Where should I put that? Should I put that here? Well, I already got one, though. Got one. It's right over there. It's up there. I had to unplug it to plug this one in. But that is pretty neat. And by the way, so Walmart, right? They got these strings of 20 Christmas lights, little tiny 20s. And those are great for, putting ambient light around your house, whether you want to string them up like under a shelf or, yeah. They're great, or even under a counter in your kitchen. That's what I did too. And it's really, it's lowering my energy big time rather than running these big fluorescent bulbs that are underneath the counters. So, I went to Walmart today, 75% off all the Christmas stuff. This is New Year's Eve when I'm recording this. But, so I was getting strings of 20 for 50 cents. So I bought 4 of them, anticipating maybe more projects during the winter to kind of turn something into a little lamp here. So cool. We turned a humidor and a Fresnel from some kind of nautical light into a cool looking nightlight that looks like it was made for it. I freaking love that. I mean, I could drill holes in this and make that look like it's a chimney, you know, but neat. All right, well, I don't need to worry about anchoring the bottom of that glass because the bulbs there are kind of keeping it in, and that top thing is holding that in. How cool is that? Okay. Cool, folks. Well, I mean, how's that for a quick video? All right, so I hope everybody has a good new year. We're about 4 hours from 2025. How exciting. All right, folks, thank you so much for stopping by for this quick video, and don't you go change it.
We'll be back with the Magic Tunes for the Armada Room's 2-hour disco swing party after this short break. Till then, don't you go changing.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.